think for me, one of the things that has stood out is the positive affirmations, or at least finding a coping mechanism that holds you. And she mentioned spirituality. And I go back to, as I was growing up, people always told me you need to find something you're grounded to. And had I not found that, I would be having so much on my plate. And I do realize I still have so much on my plate. But as I said, going through the self-reflection, I realized that, finding those positive affirmations, things that you tell yourself every morning, or even at a single moment, she had a lot of assertiveness. And as she quoted from high school, how she did things, you can all see that journey of assertiveness, realizing that this is going on in my life, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to listen to this voice, whether it was Maya Angelou for her or Oprah Winfrey and all that, And for me, it was always Njokindongo. I always thought I wanted to be an ambassador when I grew up. Mungu ende mbele, tuone pale itafika. But it was Njokindongo and so many other aggressive women like Charity Ngilu. No matter the bad they faced, I always felt like, you know what? Me nimeangalia pa local na naona these people are really inspiring me to just keep moving forward and not looking back at what is hurting me, which brings me to the point of moving on and loving yourself, just acknowledging that ushapita hapa, what can you do about it? You've already been put in this situation. So do you stay there, fold up and cry all the time and keep telling people, oh, I've gone through this, I've gone through that? It may sound insensitive, but at the end of the day, you either choose, it comes from your mind, it just comes from your mind. And I think in the mentorship sessions I do every time, I just tell people, guys, guard your heart and guard your mind. It comes from there. And then to keep time, she talked about giving and pouring from an empty cup. And it just delves back to everything I've said. You just really need to work out what has been hurting you and where you're coming from. In my advocacy journey as a young woman, I think I've really suffered a lot because you meet people who have been tortured, who have suffered, who have gone through it. You feel you as a just brat complaints. Like you feel they're minimalist. Wewe vitu zenye you have to say hurt you, unaona zikiwa less, watu wamepitia shida mingi. But at the end of the day, what you have gone through matters. And you need to look into it and how it builds you. How does it affect or influence your thoughts? And then you have to do whatever it takes, put the broken pieces together. She said, at the very least, if she has nothing, she has skeletons. At least you can see it's a skeleton than seeing broken pieces and wondering, where does this come from? Is this the leg or the head or the skull? At least we know hers is a skeleton and it's fully built. And she said she wants to add the meat, to add the body, to add, So as she was talking, I just realized it could have gone south maybe if she had the imposter syndrome.